Excite. Jungkook is suspected to be preparing something. Lisa's comment makes speculations even hotter. The world of K-pop never seems to run out of moments capable of making fans curious. Even the smallest gesture, a short comment, or an unexpected mention can suddenly become the center of intense discussion. This time, attention has once again turned toward Jungkook and Lisa after fans noticed a series of moments that they believe could be connected to something much bigger. The speculation became even more intense after a comment attributed to Lisa began circulating among fans, leading many to wonder whether Jungkook may actually be preparing something that has not yet been publicly revealed. At first glance, there may be nothing extraordinary about the situation. Jungkook has been known to keep certain aspects of his professional plans private, while Lisa has also frequently attracted attention whenever she makes a statement that fans consider unusual or open to interpretation. However, when the two names suddenly appear in the same wave of online discussion, the reaction can become enormous. Fans immediately begin examining every detail, searching for possible clues that might explain what is really happening behind the scenes. The latest speculation reportedly began with discussions surrounding Jungkook's upcoming activities. Rather than announcing everything openly, fans believe there may be signs that the BTS member is quietly preparing for another important chapter in his career. The theory remains unconfirmed, but that uncertainty is precisely what has made the conversation grow even faster. Social media users began asking whether Jungkook could be preparing a major project, a new musical direction, or perhaps an appearance that fans have not anticipated. The mystery became even more interesting when Lisa's comment entered the discussion. Although a comment by itself does not automatically prove a connection between two artists, fans interpreted the wording and timing as something worth examining. Some fans believe the comment may have had a completely ordinary meaning, while others saw it as a possible hint that something interesting could be developing within the broader K-pop industry. That difference in interpretation is what has fueled the speculation. On social media, discussions quickly divided into several camps. One group of fans urged everyone to wait for official information rather than turning speculation into fact. Another group argued that the combination of Jungkook's rumored preparations and Lisa's comment was too interesting to ignore. Meanwhile, many casual observers simply watched the conversation grow, wondering why such a seemingly small detail had suddenly attracted so much attention. The fascination surrounding Jungkook's activities is understandable. As one of the most recognizable members of BTS, even a subtle indication that he is working on something new can generate enormous interest. His fans are accustomed to analyzing announcements, photographs, performances, interviews, and social media activity for possible clues about his future plans. When information is limited, speculation naturally fills the gap. But this particular situation has taken on another dimension because Lisa's name became part of the conversation. Lisa, who has established herself as a major global K-pop figure in her own right, has also experienced intense public attention surrounding her career. Her solo activities, performances, collaborations, fashion appearances, and international projects frequently become topics of discussion among fans around the world. Because of that visibility, even an apparently simple statement from Lisa can receive significant attention when fans believe it may have a deeper meaning. Still, it is important to separate what is known from what fans are imagining. There is currently no confirmed evidence that Jungkook and Lisa are preparing a joint project simply because their names have appeared together in online discussions. Likewise, a comment from Lisa should not automatically be interpreted as confirmation of a secret plan. The excitement comes from the possibility, not from an established fact. That distinction, however, has done little to slow down the conversation. In fact, uncertainty may be the biggest reason the theory continues to spread. If everything had already been officially explained, there would be little left for fans to debate. Instead, The absence of a clear answer has created an open space where different theories can develop. Every new post can trigger another interpretation, and every new appearance can cause fans to revisit previous moments. Some fans have begun wondering whether Jungkook could be preparing a major announcement that has been deliberately kept under wraps. Others believe the situation may have nothing to do with Lisa at all, and that the two stories simply collided because of timing. There are also fans who think the entire discussion demonstrates how quickly speculation can become a major online narrative when two globally popular artists are involved. The most intriguing question is therefore not necessarily whether the rumors are true, but why this particular theory has captured so much attention. Perhaps the answer lies in the personalities of the artists themselves. Jungkook has repeatedly demonstrated that his professional activities can generate huge anticipation even before official announcements arrive. Lisa, meanwhile, has developed a global audience that closely follows her words and movements. Put those two levels of public interest together, and even a small coincidence can become a major conversation. For fans, the waiting game may now be the most exciting part. What could Jungkook actually be preparing? Is there a new musical project that has not yet been announced? Could he be planning a special appearance or collaboration? Or are fans simply connecting unrelated pieces because they are eager to discover what comes next? At this stage, there is no definitive answer. The comment attributed to Lisa has certainly added fuel to the discussion, but it should be treated as a point of speculation rather than confirmation. Until Jungkook, Lisa, their agencies, or an official source provides more information, the theories remain theories. Nevertheless, the reaction demonstrates something powerful about K-pop fandom. Fans do not merely consume entertainment. They actively follow, discuss, interpret, and debate every development surrounding their favorite artists. A single sentence can become a headline. A brief interaction can become a trending topic. And an unexplained detail can keep millions of people wondering what might happen next. Perhaps that is why this story feels so exciting. There is still a missing piece. Jungkook may indeed be preparing something significant, or the current rumors may eventually prove to be nothing more than an elaborate misunderstanding created by online speculation. Lisa's comment may have been completely unrelated, or future events could give fans a reason to look back at it differently. For now, the only certainty is that curiosity is growing. Fans are watching closely, waiting for the next announcement, the next appearance, or the next unexpected clue. If Jungkook eventually reveals a major project, today's speculation may suddenly look very different. And if Lisa makes another statement that appears connected to the conversation, the online discussion could become even more intense. Until then, the mystery remains unresolved. One thing is clear. When Jungkook's name enters a major speculation and Lisa unexpectedly becomes part of the conversation, fans are unlikely to simply look away. The internet will continue searching for answers, comparing details, revisiting old moments, and asking the same question again and again. Is there really something bigger happening behind the scenes, or are fans simply seeing connections where none exist? For now, fans are left standing between confirmed information and a sea of theories. That uncertainty has created an atmosphere of anticipation that seems to grow stronger with every passing hour. Rather than fading away, the discussion surrounding Jungkook's suspected preparations and Lisa's comment has continued to attract attention because nobody appears to have the complete picture. Perhaps the most fascinating aspect is how quickly fans began connecting seemingly separate moments. A statement here, an appearance there, a change in activity, and suddenly an entirely new theory begins to take shape. In the world of K-pop, where artists often maintain carefully planned schedules and major announcements can be kept secret until the right moment, fans naturally become curious whenever something appears different from the usual pattern. Jungkook's silence, in particular, has become part of the mystery. Silence does not necessarily mean something extraordinary is happening. Artists often remain quiet simply because there is nothing they are ready to announce. Yet for fans who closely follow every development, the absence of information can sometimes feel like information itself. That is where speculation begins to grow. Could Jungkook be preparing something that requires absolute secrecy? Could there be a project currently being developed behind closed doors? Or could fans be interpreting ordinary circumstances as signs of a much bigger event? Nobody outside the people directly involved can say with certainty. And that is precisely what makes the current discussion so captivating. Lisa's presence in the conversation has added another layer of intrigue. Fans have become particularly interested in the meaning behind her comment and whether its timing could somehow relate to the broader speculation. Some have argued that the comment should be viewed independently, while others believe it deserves closer attention. But there is an important distinction that should not be forgotten. A comment, even one that appears mysterious, is not automatically evidence of a secret collaboration or private connection. Without confirmation from reliable sources, interpreting it as proof would go beyond what is actually known. Still, speculation has its own momentum. Once a theory becomes popular enough, every new development can appear to support it. Fans may revisit older videos, photographs, interviews, or performances and discover details that suddenly seem meaningful. Something that seemed completely ordinary months ago can acquire an entirely different interpretation when viewed through the lens of a new rumor. This phenomenon has happened countless times in entertainment culture. It is also why stories involving major K-pop stars can become so emotionally charged. Fans are not simply waiting for entertainment news. They are waiting for a moment that could potentially change the way they understand everything they have been watching. Imagine, for a moment, that Jungkook eventually announces an unexpected project. Immediately, today's speculation would be reconsidered. Fans would return to the details that initially triggered the discussion. They would ask whether the clues had been visible all along. They would examine Lisa's comment again, searching for a connection that might previously have been overlooked. But there is another possibility. What if no major announcement follows? Then the current theory may eventually disappear beneath the next wave of K-pop news. The comment could turn out to have had an entirely ordinary meaning, while Jungkook's activities may have been unrelated to the speculation from the beginning. That possibility is equally important. Jungkook and Lisa are precisely the kind of names capable of creating that effect. Their individual careers already command global attention, so when discussions unexpectedly place them within the same narrative, the reaction can become enormous. Fans from different communities may begin debating the same subject from completely different perspectives, while social media algorithms amplify the conversation because people continue clicking, commenting, sharing, and searching. The result is a feedback loop. The more people discuss the theory, the more visible it becomes. The more visible it becomes, the more people become curious. And the more curious people become, the more interpretations emerge. Suddenly, a single comment can become the center of a much larger story. Yet beneath all the excitement, there is still one fact that remains unchanged. No confirmed announcement has established that Jungkook and Lisa are involved in a secret project together. That means the most responsible approach is to enjoy the mystery without turning speculation into certainty. Fans can ask questions. They can discuss possibilities. They can compare public information and wait for new developments. But the final answer should come from the artists or their official representatives, not from assumptions created online. Perhaps that answer is exactly what everyone is waiting for. There is a strange tension surrounding the situation now. On one side is the desire for immediate answers. On the other is the possibility that the absence of information could mean something important is still being prepared. If Jungkook really is working on something significant, revealing it too early could destroy the impact of the announcement. Major entertainment projects are often built around anticipation, secrecy, and carefully chosen timing. Maybe that is why the mystery feels so intense. Fans are looking at an incomplete picture and wondering whether the missing pieces will eventually form a recognizable image. And Lisa's comment has become one of those pieces. Whether it truly belongs in the picture remains unknown. For now, the internet continues to watch. Every new update from Jungkook will likely be examined more closely than usual. Every new appearance by Lisa could potentially restart the conversation. And if either artist makes an unexpected announcement, the current speculation could explode once again. Perhaps tomorrow will bring the answer. Perhaps it will take weeks. Or perhaps the truth will be far simpler than the theories currently circulating. That uncertainty is what keeps the story alive. One thing is certain. The speculation surrounding Jungkook's suspected plans and Lisa's comment has captured the imagination of fans. And until more reliable information emerges, the question will continue to hang in the air.